Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Call of the Wild stream. I hope you've all been having a great week. It's, of course, just Tuesday. This should be the highlight of your week, I'm sure. But I hope you had a good one so far. Hello, Dillican. How's it going? I see you've got Shadowfall Matt in there. Sorry for a couple of minutes late start. We had a Windows update on our PC, and it was misbehaving. So, yeah, today's stream. It's going to be an open multiplayer game, so I'm going to be firing up a multiplayer server on Vahonga Savannah because I absolutely love the heck out of that map right now. And you folks are welcome to find it in the server browser and come join in. Hello, hello, lots of hellos in chat there. I hope you're all doing awesome. So today, of course, is our first stream after we had the True Patch beta. We got some really great feedback from you all throughout the whole beta, and lots of stuff to think about. Looks like you had fun with it as well, which is important. Of course, things to remember is you didn't have the full shotgun rework in the beta itself. Things like integrity and that kind of jazz. So that stuff was going to make it live. You didn't get to test that, but you did have some feedback about the roe deer. So we're going to be taking a little bit of extra time to look at the roe deer based on that feedback. So hopefully you'll be very pleased with the results. It was interesting though, because some folks were like, "Oh, these roe deer look awesome." Other people were like, "Not so much." Oh, go away, Java. Who likes Java? Seriously, shoo. So yeah, we're taking feedback on board and we're investigating into that a little bit more. Trenton, if you switch over to another reserve and then go back, they should appear. The diamond caribous, the cause of those has been fixed, Foggy. Next update will actually sort of remove them from your map entirely, but they shouldn't be getting any new ones, put it that way. Blue Titan, again, same with the caribou issue. The update, which is going to be coming with a true patch, will actually correct that. So in our last patch we did for the game, we actually prevented any more of these new bugged animals from being created. Whereas in the true patch update, we're actually going to do a population reset, which will remove the existing ones on your map entirely. So you won't be getting those. Cool. Anywho, let's get in on the game. So I'm going to be starting up the multiplayer game now. So if you're playing on PC, do fire up your game. See if you want to come and join me. Hey, Spawn Anubis, how are you doing? The server will be probably Avalanche_Graham's server. So yeah, let's get on in it. True patch update is not out just yet. No, we will give you some more news as to when it's going to be coming your way. What weapons am I looking at the moment? I've got the Range Master, Solokin, the Virant. I'm going to drop that out and take instead, because I've been having so much fun with it recently, it's going to take the Vasquez, I think. Need some ammo for it, though, of course. Good old round nose. Whee! Everyone's piling in. So we've got Crisis, Dr. Plague, Splurp, Texas Rangers UK, Mizerg, and Dillican. Welcome to all of you. You're all lightning fast off the draw there. Nice to see you here. Where are we? I love this air rifle to bits. It's so much fun. Let's see. And actually, we will take the new 2.2 handgun as well, because I also love the heck out of that. This is a different save from home, so I have to buy a few bits and pieces, as you can see. In fact, I should still have 2.2 LLR ammo on me from the other rifle. Cool. Hey, we got a Tree Kiwi in chat. Hello, hello. Please do not harass the Tree Kiwi with work stuff. He's just here as a fan right now. He's hopefully enjoying some quality family time at the moment. Nice to see you there, Matt. Little man there, relaxing, watching this. Nice. Getting him trained up in the hunting ways early. You're saying, look, Mini Matt, see this guy here? Don't do anything he does. Please explain the animal reset and the ramifications of that. So basically, it'll take all the existing animals off of your map as they are now. It basically removes them and spawns them back in again. There will be entirely new, different animals. So if you have a diamond you've been staking out, or a like rare fur type, melanistic albino, whatever, it's good to get it now before this is performed. But the benefits of it is these bugged animals, which were introduced a couple of patches back, will be reset, and everything will be hunky-dory. Want some 2-2 ammo up in here. Cool. Mizug had a crash. No! No, we lost a Mizug. Unfortunately, it's, yeah, the gloves are off when it comes to who gets which spot. I'm going to just fast travel here and go aggravate some Cape Buffalo, potentially. When will elements from Poland? I mean, we don't have a Polish-inspired reserve as yet, but it certainly could be something that'd be pretty cool. It seems my game sounds really low here. Let's see what we're at. Oh, yeah, we're super mega low. There we go. That should be better. Let's head down towards the water here. Would you ever consider Big Five? It's done in a respectful and reasonable manner down the line. I mean, never say never. Of course, all options are open to some respect. ETA on the patch within the next couple of weeks. Will we get a Swedish map? That would be pretty cool. Again, these type of questions, will we, can we? I'll never give you a hard answer. We like to, announce things when they're ready, good and ready, but we will always take it as feedback. Hey, Ned Bella, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you here. So those who came in late, we're doing a open multiplayer game with viewers. Do I remember my binos? I did. Where's my kudu? I heard a kudu over there. Wind's good. Found you most the moment you left when you played in Medved. Ah, I see. Is there a small game in the works like Pheasant? Again, we're never going to tell you what's in the works until it's time. But, again, we will take that as feedback. Of course, as we always say, on a long enough timeline, we want to get everything in this game. There's a whole planet full of animals we can put in the game. Tons of reserves yet to be visited in terms of geographical regions. So, yeah. Not sure if Sweden has any new animals to hunt, really, but I'd love to see a Swedish map. Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily about having to have new animals. Of course, in this stage of the game, where we're a couple of years in development, there's still, plenty of reason to add new stuff. But maybe one day when we just want different feeling reserves. But of course, we have tons of animals to add here. Spain map, that would be pretty cool. I mean, Spain has a good hunting culture, of course. New Zealand reserves is Dr. Plague. I know Tree Kiwi will be a fan of that one. Night vision would be a plus for night hunting. Certainly would. Right, I had a kudu over here, but I didn't get any eyeballs on it. It might be down that little dip. Let's stomp about a bit and see if we can get it to make another honk at me. Graham, we're even fixing to jump in the game a few minutes. I think we're probably full at this point, unfortunately. Oops, where are we? Calico, the cores and console make it much easier to cycle through. That's good feedback. No Phil today joining you. No, I mean, Phil likes to drop him when he can, but he is, of course, an incredibly busy man. So we don't want to pull him away from doing important stuff, making the game awesomer. Hey, Taco. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you there. Night vision shouldn't be used in the game. It's not something used in real life hunting. It's kind of unfair battle game ammo itself. That's depending on region. It depends on the region where you're hunting. And of course, you know, we try and represent a global game in a lot of respects here. For example, suppressors in the US wouldn't be allowed, whereas in Sweden they are, depending on state, etc. So it's always difficult to say a hard yes or no on things based upon laws. What do you want to see? I want to see everything that's awesome and fun. Greetings from Poland. Hello to you, Hoffert. Welcome, welcome. Any crossplay support for PC and Xbox? Not currently, but that would be pretty cool. Side by side or a boat for the lakes and rivers? I'd love to see a boat, kayaks or something like that. Suppressors are normally allowed in the US. Okay, I know that some states they were not allowed. I remember reading a conversation where people were... Yeah. Trophy score 8. Did you just, like, pepper a female with 1,000,000 shots? Oh, Sean Johns, now you're talking my language. Would be nice to be able to drop a mark on the map while using the binos like classic. Yes, I would love that. Particularly for one like myself, who tends to stream a bit, like, you know, talking to you guys now. I have this habit of shooting a game, and then I'll turn and sit and talk to chat and forget where the heck it was I shot it. Yeah. Okay, I think this kudu has disappeared on me. It did give me a warning call, so it could have already just ran out from me. Oh dear! First casualty, Dr. Plague just got eaten by a lion. F's in chat for Dr. Plague. Would either ever consider saying what's coming up for the next few months or years so people don't bother you for a year? BC Hub, I don't think that would ever be the case. That people would not bother us for a year. Which, of course, would be a bad thing, because we like you folks talking to us. Yeah, I mean, more information is always good, but at the same time, it comes at the risk that we have to stick to big promises in the distant future, and there's always things that can come up that can delay things. So we always say we'd rather you be pleasantly surprised than disappointed, which is kind of why we communicate the way we do right now. And up until now, I like to think we've got a good track record of giving you the stuff that you want. So it's just a matter of, you know, if you wait, it will come. With my bearings in the compass from when I'm hunting with friends, that would be pretty handy, yeah. It jump scared me, never knew he was there. Nobody expects the Spanish lion, I guess. Showing my age there with that reference. Monty Python, for those of you who missed it. Mouflon and pheasants for Hirschfelden. That'd be pretty nice. 30-06, you want 100% integrity and wild boar. I mean, there's always a decision-making process of how we do categories in terms of the game. I mean... If we were a simulator, you know, you can make it real-world integrities, in which case almost all of the guns would be valid for almost all the animals, and it would be a bit, like, not so much fun. You wouldn't have to make those choices. Whereas, of course, we are a game, so we do kind of blur the boundaries there, to some respects. Very popped up on Steam, suggests fishing and hunting dogs. Both of them would certainly be awesome additions to the game, that's for sure. I mean, of course, at the moment, we're focused on our upcoming True patch, which is going to be doing a whole host of general improvements to the game. I mean, for a while now, you folks have said, you've been giving us tons of great stuff. Can you give some extra attention to improvements? And that's exactly what we're doing. As far as new content is concerned, we'll start talking about that a bit more in the future. But for now, we're laser focused on the True patch update, which is going to be next, which will of course be a free update to everybody because it is improvements to the game as it stands. And yeah, it's going to be good. Shotguns particularly will be getting some love. I know in the game it was okay, but I always shoot everything one weapon from Fox to Red Deer. Exactly, active cinematic, and that's kind of the thing we have to try and think about as a game. I mean, we want to give you reason to use all these different weaponry. Can you release the consecutive remove before the update? Unfortunately, due to the way like the process works, you can't just add bits in here and there. It's quite a process for us to release an update for the game. You know, we need to notify our partners ahead of time, and then we need to start the wheels in motion for the updates to be performed. So you can't really do things piece by piece like that, unfortunately. The animals are very often solid and only have to be shot away, doesn't it? You mean they've been freezing up? Yeah, I mean, that's something the team's had reports on, I've been looking into. I've had it happen myself, actually, even at home, playing for fun. Have a suggestion that could be totally off, but considering how the Model S feels, adding Wolves and Hair to Medved would be minimal work for maximum player gratitude, food for thought. Yeah, I mean, Medved, yeah, it would be a likely candidate, I guess, to have some new animals added to it. I personally, I'm on Team Muskox. But that's not an announcement. That's what I'd like to see one day. Can you tell us how many weeks till True Patch? Within the next couple of weeks is the plan. We haven't sat on a solid date as yet. True out for console? No. Row is actually going to potentially be delayed until after True Patch, mainly based upon your feedback. You folks out there, we saw that some of you had some extra feedback during our beta period, so we thought we'd take a little bit extra time on that. But we'll give you news about that if it makes it into True Patch or not as we get closer to True Patch coming out. This is always a weird spot, the map, for me. I don't often tend to see much here, but due to where everyone else is located and me wanting not to sit on top of them, although actually, yoink, this one, I'm going to dibs this spot. Love to see Muskox and Medved, it would be pretty cool. Add aggressive and deadly Wolverine to Medved. You have Wolverine in Sweden, actually. They are fearsome little beasts. What time of day are we? Can we switch time to 12:30 so we can hunt lion? I think if we were to switch time on request, we'd be doing it all stream, so we kind of have to stick with what we got when we got it for now. I'm sorry to say. Everyone has their own favourite time of day to hunt at. Personally, I always tend to go for early morning, and then, you know, you can play for a bit, and then it takes you into midday. Wolverines scare me, let's not talk about it. Okay. Encouraged to hear feedback is being received and considered. It certainly is, Yuletide Carol. Like I said, all of our updates that have come out since release has been based upon strong player feedback. It's really important to us what you folks have to say on things, so... Sometimes we have to go against that for various reasons, in small ways at least. You know, it might be due to what we can do as a team. It might be due to timing, various other things, but we will always get there. When are you guys fixing the recurve? Stephen, tell us what you think is not fixed, and I can perhaps give you some more info on that. Add aggression to the moose, that would be just a rare occasion. Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty neat. I know for a fact I got a surprise, actually. I like to play The Long Dark. It's a good game. You should check it out. Little indie studio makes it. Good fun. I played The Long Dark, and I fired it up after an update one day. And I was like, oh, cool, they got moose. And I was walking up to it, treating it as if it was, you know, like Call of the Wild. And then it turned around and stomped on my face, and I was sad. Wyatt's first message. Aww! Tree Kiwi. Those who don't know, he's at home with his kid right now, and Wyatt has just written his first Twitch message. Budding career as a Twitch streamer, just begun. Rouse Josh, we already covered talking about roe deer. That's going to be getting some extra attention in terms of the true rack stuff. Need placeable feed-in places. Well, need is a very strong word. But you would like movable feed-in places. That would be pretty cool. Certainly would. I know some people have strong feedback on that either way. Some people would love to see them. Some people feel that feeders are a bit unfair. But, you know, we, of course, take on all feedback. Can we get more shotguns? If you like shotguns, then, again, the True Patch is going to be bringing some awesome... oh dear. Awesome improvements to that. I forgot more info. Oh! Oh, I just whiffed that entirely. I don't like playing with the work mouse. Stuck that in the flank as well. Doing the Cape Buffalo dance. Oh dear, we've got another one. No! Oh, this is so gonna end badly. Did I get that one? No. This is where I wish I hadn't dropped my bow. Bow is really awesome for dealing with charging Cape Buffalo. I need to stop going for headshot and just broadside them, I think, because the brain is not working. Ugh! Where'd the other one go? Okay, that was also a flesh wound. Jeez. You got some angry Cape beefs. The other one finally flee. Oh! There we go. Finally got the brain shot. Gee, it's hard to do that under pressure on stream. I'm much better at it at home. Oh! Oh, that was way off. I'm going to die. Yeah. Oh. For people that don't have a lot of spare time to play this game, can you add an option to unlock everything in single player? I would say that was probably unlikely. It does kind of devalue a lot of the mechanics we add to for you to achieve in the game. Thank you for the Fs in chat, folks. Yeah, I would say it was unlikely, but at least it is the kind of game where you can play at your own pace. I mean, it's not like it's an MMO where you're going to get left behind the curve or something. You're always going to be relevant. We're aware of that one, Rouse Josh. What's everyone up to in here? Where are we? Inventory. Yeah, 3 threat was on 1. So looking. That's good. So I've got a slightly different loadout to what I normally play on Vahonga with. So can we get some new bows? New bows would be cool. Those of you who don't know, both myself and Tree Kiwi like to practice archery IRL. So we're all about them bows. Hey Asgard, how are you doing? Are you going to add the ability to sell ammo and guns you accidentally bought? Unlikely, John. I mean, you cannot buy a gun twice. Seriously, did it die directly after murdering me? That's just like insult to injury right there. I had the same thing happen to me at home the other day. I was playing and I had an almighty battle with a Cape Buffalo, and it literally died on top of me after it killed me. It was unfortunate timing. Are you going to add an aggressive military 50 cal mount on a Jeep for Buffalo hordes? Unlikely, but it would have come in handy just then, that's for sure. I do quite enjoy dealing with charging Buffalo, though. It does certainly throw some adrenaline into the mix. Are they going to be true rack red deer in the future and rhinos in Savannah? Rhinos we haven't really commented on. Obviously, rhinos themselves are covered in throughout the missions. Red deer, though, we said that we aim to have any antlered species having the true rex eventually. And, you know, perhaps it will also extend to things like tusks and horns and that kind of thing. Is there a content clue sooner? Well, for all you know, there might be some more out there to be discovered. So keep those eyes peeled. Zebra on Vahonga. That would be pretty neat. What's the minimum diamond weight for Kudu? I do not know. I am not a diamond chaser normally when I play. I like them when I come across them, but I'm... the way that I play, I normally just get out there, stroll. It's like a hike with guns, the way that I play it. Yeah, Churak Red Deer, though. I cannot wait to see those when they become a thing one day. Bighorn sheep would be great in Yukon. Yeah, bighorn sheep would be awesome. We don't have any sort of sheep-type animals. Hi Graham, how are you? Just watching from the Riverland of South Australia. Good job, mate. Well, thank you, Damien. Nice to see you, and thanks for tuning in all the way from Australia. In America, every hike is a hike with guns. Oh, are you fleeing? Or no, you're attacking. I'd like to get this one right this time. Boom! That's how you do it. But the little leap thing after death, that's something we're looking at. We need turkey. Again, the need word. The need word. You would very much like turkeys, I think. But yeah, turkeys would be awesome. Oh, dear. Ah, you thought I was sleeping. We got 2, 3. How many is this? Stop it. Okay. What is going on here? Leave me alone. Okay, that one was actually dying. That first lung shot did the job. Oh! But yeah, the little leap after death is something we're looking into. Okay, I'm just trying to survive here. I'm not worried about trying to brain shot for a good trophy. Right, that one's done. Wow. We've got really feisty buffalo today. Whew. Oh, my chat's frozen over there. Oop. Let me fix that in a sec. Okay, that should have been in the lung. It should drop soon enough if I can keep dodging. Oh! That was a clever maneuver. Okay, there we go. You don't think there are too many charging Cape Buffalo? I don't think so, actually. I've been playing a lot of Vahonga myself in my free time, actually, recently. And this is not so normal that they're this aggressive, actually. I was listening to the video while playing, and I was thinking there was something charging me. Oh, that's the danger of watching a Call of the Wild stream whilst playing. I can't do it myself personally. Big respect to those of you who do. I'm always listening to animals that aren't there. There's a tidy gold there, 858. So again, if you come in part of the way through the stream, today we're doing a multiplayer open game with the community. Next news for Hunter Call of the Wild is going to be the True Patch update, which is going to come with a whole host of improvements to the game on the whole. 870, nice. So we'll be giving a full rundown of the contents of that as we get closer to release, but you might have seen on our social media some posts recently, sort of giving you some little highlights as to what you can expect with True Patch. How big will the update be? It will be a pretty big update this time around. As Phil said last time he was on the stream, we're going to be doing some kind of... I'm trying to think of a simple way to explain it. Let's say a housekeeping of the file structure of the game. So it's going to be a big change now, so quite a large patch, but it will mean that future patches will be able to be much smaller than they normally would be. So it's one big patch, which will result in kind of the foreseeable futures patches being a lot smaller than they would otherwise be. Crocodiles for the Vahonga. Yeah, that'll be pretty awesome, Brad. Are you going to make the roe deer looking better? Hosenscheiser, maybe I shouldn't have read that. We did take some feedback based off the beta we just had over the weekend, so we are going to be giving some extra attention to roe deer before they make it live. Yeah, there we go. These ones are actually fleeing from me. Oh, a nice brown one over there. Another one there. Hey, and a kudu. I'd like to get on that kudu so I can use my air rifle. Wildman, if you had an issue there with the corruption, get in touch with our support, which is support.thehunter.com. It's possible we might be able to help you. Do you ever consider creating a standalone fishing game? What's available on the market now is pretty subpar relative to your hunting game compared to other hunting games. Yeah, I mean, of course we love outdoor style games, etc. People have often said, can we add fishing to Call of the Wild? But of course, you don't just add such a thing when there are very good fully fledged games for it out there. But a standalone game? Who knows? Who knows? Would be pretty cool. Will we ever increase the damage for 2-2? Why would you need the damage increase, Drivewall AK? I mean, all of the species that the 2-2 is allowable on will pretty much drop it in one hit if you hit it. So, what do you mean more about that specifically? What are you playing? I'm playing the Hunt to Call the Wild right now, Jesslyn. Welcome, welcome. Some grumbly buffs, but these ones are actually running away from me instead of at me, so that's nice. Could we get helicopters? Maybe. Where did that kudu go to? I've been wandering around whilst I was talking. Lost it. Don't you think the Viront 2 LR is pretty underpowered? In what circumstances do you mean specifically? Like I said, I mean, if I shoot a bunny, or I shoot a duck, or a goose, it pretty much drops. What are we talking about specifically? Drones? Unlikely. I don't know that drones are legally allowed for hunting purposes in any places, really. Mainly due to the fact it, of course, disturbs and scares wildlife needlessly. Where did my kudu go? Oh, I've been busted by an angry beefalo, I think. Or, no, it's just one that's chilling out down there. Did I get that? What happened there? I'm going to clip that and send that to the team. That looked like a good shot to me. Boats to cross the lakes. Again, I would love to see kayaks or something like that. That's what I would like to see. We don't need the Crocs, but for realism's sake, walking close to the water's edge in Africa really make you concentrate and not becoming complacent. That is very true. That or angry hippos. Oh, let's check where my buddies are. They're all over that side. Make sure I'm not walking up on someone else's turf. Dogs would be great. Horses for means of transport that can carry gear. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah. We need yachts. Any chance to get different diamond horn types of whitetail and blacktail? Palmer Hutch, I mean, Trurax across the board are something that is a kind of a new feature to the game. So you can probably expect iterations as time goes on. Swimming and fishing. Again, swimming doesn't make much sense because when you're out hunting, the last thing you want to do with all your very expensive rifles is to dive into a river. But some form of water transport could be nice. When's the next behind-the-scenes video coming out? Well, the last one was a long time ago. It's not something I think I've thought of recently, but could be quite cool. Give you folks another up-to-date view about where the magic is made. No, that was a 6. Oh! Right, let's see how that one did. I didn't get the heart, unfortunately. Did I even hit? It's not going down. Oh, I ruined that. Ruined it. just stick it on the floor now, hopefully. I wonder where the first shot went. How difficult would it be to implement fixed cameras for equipment? Something you can put down in air and check remotely? Yeah, a trail cam functionality. That would be really cool. I don't know how we go about doing it. I'll let the dev team work that one out, but trail cams would be awesome. That would be a super fun addition to the game, I think. Make one map with the most animals you think of. I mean, I guess it's possible you could do a game reserve type thing. I mean, obviously, Parque Fernando was a reserve style, well, ranch style reserve, let's say. So it could be possible you could have a very mixed up bag of animals depending on, you know, how we went about doing it. Truax Roosevelt should be more symmetrical. Feedback taken. I think I only got a single lung on that. The rest of them were just flesh wounds. If I get a feeder, I'm the happiest guy on earth. You'll find me in my stand, folks. Yeah, I mean, I think yeah, feeders that you could deploy within a certain radius of a stand or something, that would be pretty neat. Personally, I prefer to get out and walk. I do enjoy the stands in some areas of the map. It's really good for you know, those spots where before now it was quite tricky because you get thick brush. Plop down a stand, it's great. But otherwise, my preferred hunting style, I'm quite mobile. Kind of flick between them sometimes. But hog feeders, yeah, salt licks and big corn buckets. I guess there's all kinds of stuff you could do in terms of feeders. Battle Royale animal map. Unlikely. Sorry, my chat froze up there. Thought of a Scottish Glen type map recently with deer, grouse, fox, and a hell of a load of midges. But yeah, that would be pretty nice. You get some beautiful terrain on a Scottish map, that's for sure. What gun do you I guess you meant to say what gun do you prefer, Bleacher? For me, Solokin was always my favorite. It was a staple. I carried everywhere. But now I've been playing a lot just doing loadouts just entirely based off Weapon Pack 3. I've been having a lot of fun with those weapons. Yeah, I think I'm... Okay, I did hit the first one. It just was not... No, the first one I missed. I missed the first shot entirely. Well, I never. Oh, well. Speaking of loadouts, yes, we know you would like loadouts. I too would like loadouts. Why aren't you answering us? Hunter2K, I am answering as many people as I can, buddy. If I don't answer you specifically, it's not personal. It's because I'm talking to 4 different bits of the internet at the same time, and there's hundreds of people all talking. So apologies if I don't get your direct message. But as you noticed, I saw that one. Ability to make custom challenges multiplayer, that would be pretty neat actually. Like, so you can get like a set bunch of things you can pick from, like this animal shoot this bit. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. You shot a melanistic fox yesterday. Well done, Todd. Grats on you. Brandon on Facebook says he's loving the new weapons. Me too, me too. Like I said, for me, Solikin was my absolute favorite rifle. I carry it everywhere. But since Weapon Pack 3 came on, it's just too much fun not to take the new weapons. What about a Yeti? Yeti? What about a Bigfoot, you know? Oh, we have another lion death. F. Lions are very well fed on my reserve. You're on the taco sauce train, need a Bigfoot. When new animals, Dominico, as we said in last week's stream, right now we're focused not so much on new content, but on our upcoming True Patch, which is going to introduce improvements to a lot of the currently existing content. So that's the thing that we're looking up next. Bigfoot may or may not already exist in the game, Dillycan. Unconfirmed reports. Can we get more story missions on the next map? Good feedback, Mika. Nice to know that you enjoy the stories. Hotkey for enabling and disabling HUD and or tracks and lights. That'd be pretty good. Renaming trophy lodges. Yes, Matt, that would be awesome. I know a lot of folks like to, arrange their lodges in different ways. Some people have them just for rares. Some people have different lodge per reserve. Some people have them in different scoring tiers. So yeah, a way to differentiate would be super handy. I know that I would forget what they are. I just have my one lodge. Otherwise, I lose the plot. I'm level 60 without even touching Yukon and hardly touched Vahonga. Yeah, there's a lot of game out there to keep you occupied. That's for sure. Okay, we've got an attentive Gemsbok. Additional info and stats on the animals in the lodge would be cool. Certainly would, Dr. Plague. Agree there. Hover over it so you can see the statistics and whatnot. What was that up there? We got another Gemsberg. Two. Both small females. You love the story missions too, Ben? That's good to hear. Our team would be really happy to hear you enjoy what they're doing. Gonna hop off and let someone else join. See you later, Dilly. See you in chat, rather. Add one bird per reserve. I mean, there's tons of stuff we can add to everything. Again, it's just a matter of the time. We'll get around to it all. Any idea about new skill points? Again, we've spoken about that last week when Phil was here. It would certainly be something cool, but we want to do it properly. Rather than just adding points, we'd probably want to, increase things across the board to some extent. Is there a money cap? Not that I'm aware of. Add more male animals. I can't say I've noticed there's an issue, but we can definitely take your feedback on board if you think there's an issue there. Make reload animations more realistic. Bear of Norway, certainly I'd agree. That's something that we could look at. But as we covered with Phil last week, we've got so much more we need to add to the game as well. And taking animation time to change that up, it would mean we don't do something else. So it's kind of a matter of what our priorities are there. It's like, yes, there's a slight inaccuracy there, and it would be good if we could fix it. But at the same time, wouldn't you love it if the animator was working on a nice new animal or something like that? So, snakes for those crawling in the grass. Taco sauce, your name makes me hungry. Tacos. Oh. Busy talking and spooking the game. That's only that little female again. That's fine. I've been too busy talking to you folks. Need to concentrate on my egg. It's much easier when I got Mr. Tree Kiwi next to me, so then I can jibber jabber at chat and then he can do the hunting. I get too distracted answering all awesome questions. Please make a mobile version. That'd be pretty neat. Hunting while you're on the bus. Small game trapping, we've had, that request pop up here and there. It's not a big request by any means, but some folks do ask for it. Who knows? I mean, it's hard to think how we can make an engaging game from it. Putting things down and then coming back to them and then picking things up. Who knows? But that's for us to work out as, game designers, I guess. There we go. We have a kudu. What do I have? Do I have the Solikin? I do. I would normally crawl up on that and use the Vasquez, but it does seem to be traveling at quite a lick, so I'll see if it stops a second. And oh, what have I got behind it? Another 3. Take a break. Stand still for a second. I'll take the second one here. Let's see how good that was. I don't know. My mouse sensitivity is very different here compared to at home. I think I've probably got a single lung on that, maybe. Just going to drop over there anyway. Oh, my chat's frozen again. Bear with me. Optimize the game in 4K on Xbox. The thing is, Manuel, I mean, in terms of tech limitations and things, we always have to choose, what we want in some cases. Having it super shiny and smooth at 4K would mean we'd probably have to scale back on some of the detail in some areas, and it's like, what would you prefer? A more detailed looking game or a higher resolution? Yeah, it's a balancing act there. Plans for cross-platform, not to announce just yet, but we do know that some of you folks would like to see that. Add Turkey into, that's not going to happen, I'm sorry to say, Huntley. We can't just add a whole new species this close to release. You say dogs are great. Can we expect dogs in Call of Wild and hope there's some new feature? Again, we won't ever announce a feature unless it's time to announce something. But you know, dogs are a big part of hunting culture, so I wouldn't say it was crazy that one day we'd expect to try and have dogs in Call of the Wild. I mean, it's not me announcing dogs, by the way. I'm just saying, on a long enough timeline, again, we'd love to see everything in the game. I mean, hunting is obviously a large discipline with many different ways of doing it, but humans have been using dogs since way back, so. Found scared of melanistic mallard and it won't come back. What? How are you fighting a melanistic mallard on Vahunga? I got distracted again and lost my animal. Busy talking. He's a long way from home. Yeah. Just passing through. Any possible way we get turkeys in a future update? It's certainly possible, Silent Knight. We definitely know you folks want turkeys, and we always do give you folks what you want eventually. Things just take time to do. So again, on a long enough timeline, we'll have everything that you guys want. Did my kudu run all the way back here? I think it did. Maybe it wasn't as good a shot as I'd hoped for. Maybe I'm a bit rusty with my trusty Solokin. I haven't used it for so long, actually. Since the Weapon Pack 3 came out, I've been all about those guns. Turkeys are taking so long, though. The thing is, Brained, I mean, a lot of what you see in the game, we've been working on for like months ahead of time, depending on what it is. So it's not a case of you tell us what you'd like to see, and then we stop everything and then do it. We kind of have to slot it into our schedule. So, for all you know, we could be working on any number of things. So, we have a plan. Yeah, I was too far back. I need to work on my moving shots on animals. I'm always a bit off when I'm judging animals on the move. Make this game support ray tracing for 2080 Ti. So, Michael, you might, I don't know if you know or not, but we use our own in-house engine on this. So, it's not an off-the-shelf engine where this work's already been done for us. In order to do ray tracing, interactivity and stuff, we'd actually need to develop the engine specifically for it. So, it will, you know, although we do have a beautiful game because of our in-house engine, it can mean that coming up on newer tech will take a little bit longer as we have to sort of custom develop for it. That's a good bit of feedback, Daniel, saying different color on arrows and shotgun cells in a small space to the right so that you can know what you have loaded. Stop everything and do what we want, says Wigglespank. But we are doing what you want. I mean, like I said, as far as our update history is concerned, pretty much everything we add to the game is something that you folks have been strongly requesting. It doesn't make any sense for us as game developers to not do that. We wouldn't release something that we don't think you'd like. Fast way of switching to the arrows. Agree, Pedax. That would be awesome. A way to sort of flick through your arrow types. That's already nervous over there. I've been getting loads of Cape Buffalo so far, or rather they've been getting me, so I'll keep wandering past that. Once heard a motor on Hirschfeld, and yes, I think it's on the ambient sort of atmospheric sounds there. Lions, bears, and wolves aren't aggressive like real predators. Please make them more aggressive. Well, the thing is, a lot of the time, all those animals you mentioned would rather avoid humans in real life than attack them. But of course, All feedback is good feedback. We'll take that on board. But we do try and sort of, as representative as possible, yet making the game fun as far as animal behavior is concerned, like predators, etc. Am I going to get charged again? Yeah. I'd like to get something else other than Cape Buffalo. I think, what have I got so far? Like 5 Cape Buffalo and a kudu. Good job, guys. Best hunting game out there. I love it. That's good to hear, Wesley. Well, thank you for the feedback. Team would love to hear that. Definitely quick arrow switch needed. Yeah, that would be very handy. I would agree there. Hey, Mizeg made it back. I guess the other folks thought the game was already full, so... Man, so much stuff is needed in the game. We need this and need that. All of it is feedback we will definitely take on board. That's for sure. I mean, again, you know, it makes sense for us to make the kind of content that you folks want to play. So that's absolutely something we pay attention to. Love this game. It's an insane game. Best hunting game ever. Does have its glitches. What game doesn't? And again, Dylan, our next update, the true patch, is going to be 100% dedicated to making the game improved overall. Dik in Vahonga. Yeah, that would be interesting. So a new small game species. For those of you who don't know what a dik is, Google it carefully. It's a very small kind of deer-like species. They're super weird-looking animals. VR and smell-o-vision. I don't know if I want to smell a Cape Buffalo up close, but... that was actually the smaller of them, but it offered me the shot, so I took it. Indeed, Hosenfira. So much stuff is wanted and not necessarily needed. Yes. Lag is bad on original maps. Never used to be on Xbox. You know, we're doing optimizations with every update we do. We're always trying to improve on performance. Oh, 2 level 4 female Gemsbok have been spotted in the game. Yeah, that's something we're always trying to do with every update, is to improve performance. Trophy shots, they would certainly be cool. When is the next patch coming out? That will indeed be the true patch, which is going to be very much game improvement focused across the board. And that's going to be looking to come out in the next couple of weeks. So, of course, true patch, we will be removing consecutive harvest when it comes to calculating your trophy scores. Did I get that? No, that's the risk with a brain shot. If you miss it, you miss it. Or did I get it? Did it drop? It might have done. Yep, it did. It dropped it. Nice. Obviously isn't quite where it can be. That's going to be a thing of the past, but it will, of course, affect your experience gain and the cash you get from your harvests. There's going to be some pathfinding improvements. There's going to be a nice rework to shotguns. I'm looking forward to trying that out. And the way the shotgun harvest stream works, yeah, there's such a huge list. Phil took like 10 minutes reading through each time last time. So watch our social media when we drop the full notes for you. It's going to be a doozy. I did get it. I thought I'd actually missed it, but that was spot on. Nice. Oh, was that with the Solokin as well? Jeez. I wasn't paying attention. I thought I had the 338. There we go. Solokin doing work on a Cape Buffalo. I'm guessing the reason it didn't insta-drop was because I was using the Solokin there. Man, I'm getting all of the beefaloes today. Use air rifle, it works too. I think was it you or Mizerg was sharing some pictures of that the other day? Yeah, I think it was Mizerg. He was doing work with them. He's sneaking up right close to them. What is pathfinding? It's the way that animals move around the map, basically. So what you don't see in a video game is there's things called nav meshes, is the technical term, which dictates how and where animals will travel about the environment. And that's receiving some attention to hopefully improve the pathing of animals, make them less likely to get hung up on objects and stuck, that kind of thing. So that in part is one of the reasons for the large update size, because that kind of changed the game. Does you know, sort of touch a lot of files, let's say. Proof right there, we need weapon info showing on screen. To be honest, even if it was written there, I wouldn't have noticed because I'm distracted talking to you folks. But I do think that would be a good addition to the game. Certainly would. I know as well, for example, with the drilling rifle that I've fired birdshot at elk my fair time in the past, even though that's showed up on screen. Wow, got lots of oh dear, we got an angry one. Oh no, we haven't. He's good. She's good, rather. Oh. Ah, the 7 fleed right as I spotted it. I am stood right up in the open here because I couldn't get a spot on them otherwise. They're all little ones. Yeah, we'll move on away from them. Any thoughts on Norway map? Would love to hunt Wolverine, not biased at all. Norway would be awesome. A Scandinavian map of some description, that'd be really neat. Anyway, folks, that does take us up to 5 o'clock, and we will be wrapping up now. Thank you for hanging out with me, and thank you very much for the folks who joined in and took part in the multiplayer. Good fun playing with you all. Again, expect more news coming out for True Patch. We'll be giving you a full list of what the contents will be. And expect, you know, of course, us to share when True Patch is coming in the near future as well. So, thank you so much for being here, keeping me company whilst I've been going to town on these Cape Buffalo when they weren't going to town on me. Thank you so much, and I'll be back again next week. I'll see if I can recruit a dev to keep me company. We'll see if next week if we have a release date for True Patch or not. Watch this space. I might be about to get murdered. We'll see. I'm just going to leave these cows alone. But thank you so much, and I will see you next week, same time, same place, or alternatively, if you're a fan of Generation Zero, I'll see you here tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Thanks, folks, and see you next time. Bye-bye.